The silent invasion. Commander Eliza Reeves stared at the holographic display with narrowed eyes, her face illuminated by the soft blue glow. The anomalies were impossible to ignore now. For months, strange energy signatures had been appearing across remote regions of Earth, the Siberian wilderness, the Sahara Desert, deep in the Amazon rainforest, and beneath the Antarctic ice shelf. Too coordinated to be natural, too advanced to be human. "Show me the pattern analysis again," she ordered, her voice steady despite the unease building in her chest. Dr. Marcus Chen, head of the United Earth Defense Forces Xenotechnology Division, swiped through several displays. "The signatures match nothing in our database, Commander, but the energy pattern is consistent with what we detected from that meteor shower 3 years ago." Reeves felt a chill run down her spine. Those weren't meteors. The world governments had kept it quiet, but something had entered Earth's atmosphere that night, something that moved with purpose. "How long have they been here?" she asked. "Based on soil samples and radiation decay, approximately 30 months. They've been setting up these facilities right under our noses." The command center fell silent. Humanity had only recently discovered faster-than-light travel. Their first tentative steps into the galactic community had been met with what seemed like diplomatic caution from the Galactic Council, an ancient alliance of species that controlled most of the Milky Way. The Council had seemed willing to grant Earth developing species status with limited technological exchange. Now they knew why. "They're studying us," Reeves said, the realization hitting her like a physical blow. "This isn't diplomacy. It's reconnaissance." Chen nodded grimly. "That's not all. The sites are all positioned over major aquifers or mineral deposits. They're extracting resources while analyzing us." Lieutenant James Okafor, head of tactical operations, stepped forward. "Commander, we've detected increased energy readings from all sites simultaneously. Something's happening." The main screen flashed with urgent alerts as satellite imagery showed strange crystalline structures emerging from the hidden facilities, reaching toward the sky. "They're not hiding anymore," Reeves said. "Full alert. Contact all UEDF bases worldwide. We need to contain these sites now." Within hours, Earth's military forces converged on the alien facilities, but they were met with technology far beyond human capabilities. Force fields repelled conventional weapons, and strange biomechanical drones neutralized special forces teams with paralyzing energy pulses. At UEDF headquarters beneath the Rocky Mountains, Commander Reeves watched with growing horror as reports came in from around the world. Their most advanced weapons had minimal effect on the alien structures. "They're opening something," Chen said, pointing to the atmospheric readings. "Those crystals are creating subspace tunnels." "An invasion pathway," Okafor concluded. "They're preparing to bring in their main forces." Reeves slammed her fist on the table. "We need options, people. We can't just sit here and wait to be overrun." Dr. Sophia Patel, the UEDF's head geneticist, who had been quietly analyzing data in the corner, suddenly straightened. "Commander, look at this." She transferred a file to the main screen. "These are biological scans from the drones we managed to disable. They're designed to collect human DNA samples. They're harvesting our genetic material." Reeves asked, disgusted. "Yes, but that's not the interesting part." Paddle continued, excitement breaking through her usually reserved demeanor. "They're specifically targeting certain genetic markers, ones associated with human adaptability and immune response, and based on the quantum encryption patterns in their communications, they're afraid. Afraid of us," Okafor scoffed. "They have technology centuries beyond ours." "Technology isn't everything," Paddle countered. "Human DNA has something unique, an adaptive capacity that's apparently rare in the galaxy. Our bodies can process toxins, resist radiation, and fight off infections at a rate that must seem extraordinary to them." Chen's eyes widened. "You're saying they see us as a biological threat?" "I'm saying," Paddle replied, her voice gaining confidence, that humanity's superpower isn't our technology, it's our biology. And they know it. For the first time since the crisis began, Commander Reeves felt a glimmer of hope. Dr. Patel, can we use this? Turn their fear into an actual defense. Patel's expression turned serious. It would be ethically complex, but yes, we could weaponize human biological adaptability. Create something that targets their systems, but leaves humans unaffected. A genetic firewall, Chen murmured. Do it, Reeves ordered. We'll call it Project Leviathan. Meanwhile, we need to buy time. Over the next 72 hours, Earth's forces engaged in delaying tactics, sacrificing territory to slow the alien advance. The crystalline structures had opened fully now, allowing Galactic Council ships to enter Earth's atmosphere. Their message was clear: surrender and accept controlled status, or face extinction. The Council claimed they were protecting the galaxy from humanity's unpredictable evolutionary path. In truth, they were eliminating a potential rival before it could threaten their dominance. In underground facilities across the globe, Dr. Patel and her team worked tirelessly. They had discovered that the Council species, despite their technological superiority, had engineered much of the genetic diversity out of their populations in pursuit of specific traits. This made them vulnerable to novel biological agents in ways humans weren't. It's ready, Patel announced, presenting a sealed container to Commander Reeves. Project Leviathan, a synthetic bioagent that targets the specific genomic structures common to all Council species. It will disrupt their neural pathways, causing temporary but complete incapacitation. Humans are completely immune. Side effects? Reeves asked, staring at the container. Nausea, disorientation, temporary paralysis. No permanent damage, Patel assured her. We're not monsters, Commander. This isn't about revenge. It's about survival. Reeves nodded slowly. How do we deploy it? That's the beautiful part, Chen interjected. Their own extraction technology has been pulling material from our atmosphere and sending it to their ships. We can use their systems against them. Lieutenant Okafor outlined the tactical plan. We concentrate our forces on these 3 main extraction points, introduce Leviathan into their collection streams, and let them pump it straight into their ships and through their network. And if they detect it? Reeves asked. The agent is disguised within a cocktail of atmospheric gases they've been harvesting, Patel explained. By the time their systems identify it as foreign, it will be too late. Commander Reeves looked at the desperate faces around her. Earth's major cities were under siege. Millions had been displaced. The technological gap was too great for a conventional victory. Proceed with deployment, she ordered. The next 24 hours would determine humanity's fate. As UEDF forces moved into position for what seemed like suicidal assaults on the main alien extraction facilities, Commander Reeves broadcast one final message to all Earth forces. We are not fighting just for ourselves, but for humanity's right to determine its own future. The Council believes their advanced technology makes them gods. Today, we remind them that even gods can bleed. The attack began at dawn. Part 2. Humanity Unleashed. The sky over New Geneva burned. Galactic Council ships, sleek and impossibly massive, hung in the atmosphere like artificial moons, their energy weapons carving trenches through Earth's last major defensive line. The city had been designated Earth's diplomatic capital after first contact, a symbol of humanity's hopeful entry into the galactic community. Now it served as the final battleground. Commander Eliza Reeves watched the tactical display from the mobile command center, kilometers beneath the Swiss mountains. The holographic representation showed overwhelming Council forces converging on the 3 targeted extraction facilities. Everything depended on their plan working perfectly. The Council Fleet Admiral is broadcasting again, Lieutenant Okafor reported. The elegant 8-limbed figure of High Admiral Zorik appeared on screen. His translucent skin pulsing with bioluminescent patterns the humans had learned indicated supreme confidence. Your resistance is both pointless and disappointing. The alien said, voice perfectly translated but unable to hide its condescension. We offered Earth protection and guidance. Your evolutionary path poses existential risks to established galactic order. Surrender now, and we will minimize casualties. Reeves didn't bother responding. The time for words had passed. Status of Leviathan deployment teams, she asked instead. Alpha and Bravo teams are in position. Okafor confirmed. Charlie team is pinned down but reports they can reach their objective. Dr. Chen looked up from his console. The extraction systems are operating at maximum capacity. The Council is pulling everything they can from our atmosphere. Water, nitrogen, carbon. They don't want to leave anything useful behind. Their greed will be their downfall, Reeves said grimly. Commence Operation Leviathan. At 3 points around the globe, desperate battles intensified as UEDF Special Forces fought to reach the alien extraction devices. The Council commanders, believing humans were making a last futile stand to protect their resources, committed more forces to crush the resistance. In reality, each team carried specialized canisters containing Project Leviathan, designed to be introduced directly into the extraction streams. The Council's own harvesting technology would distribute the agent throughout their connected systems. Alpha Team has reached insertion point, came the report, followed minutes later by confirmation from Bravo and Charlie. All teams, deploy Leviathan and withdraw immediately, Reeves ordered. On screens throughout the command center, they watched as the specialized canisters were attached to extraction nodes. Almost instantly, the contents were pulled into the system, becoming indistinguishable from the atmospheric gases being harvested. Now we wait, Dr. Paddle said softly. They didn't have to wait long. The first signs appeared on a Council destroyer hovering over the Amazon facility. The massive ship's precise movements became erratic, its energy weapons firing randomly before shutting down completely. It's working, Chen whispered. Similar reports began flooding in from around the globe. Council ships losing power, drifting in the atmosphere. Ground forces suddenly collapsing, their biomechanical armor systems seizing up. High Admiral Zoric's transmission cut in again, but this time the alien's composure was shattered. His bioluminescent patterns flashed chaotically, and his movements were uncoordinated. What have you done? He gasped, multiple limbs twitching uncontrollably. For the first time, Commander Reeves allowed herself a small, grim smile as she opened a channel to respond. We've reminded you that technological superiority isn't everything, Admiral. Humanity evolved on a planet that tried to kill us every day for millions of years. Our bodies adapted to poisons, radiation, disease, and catastrophe. You engineered those adaptations out of yourselves, making your species perfect but vulnerable. On screens around the world, humans watched as the mighty Council fleet drifted helplessly. The bioagent had spread through their connected life support and neural interface systems, affecting every Council member within Earth's orbit. All UEDF forces, initiate Phase 2, Reeves ordered. Board their vessels and secure their command systems. Remember, this is not about revenge. It's about securing our future. Teams of human soldiers, immune to Leviathan's effects, boarded the incapacitated alien ships. They encountered no resistance. The Council crews were alive but completely incapacitated, experiencing what humans might compare to severe vertigo combined with full-body muscle weakness. Within 6 hours, humanity had captured the entire invasion fleet. Technology centuries beyond Earth's development, suddenly in human hands. In the command center, the atmosphere had shifted from desperate determination to cautious elation. They had survived. More than that, they had won. We're receiving transmissions from Council Central Command, Okafor reported, surprise evident in his voice. They're requesting negotiations. Put them through, Reeves ordered. The image that appeared was not the confident Galactic Council they had encountered before. The 5 representatives of the dominant species appeared physically recovered but shaken, their usual air of superiority notably absent. Commander Reeves, the Archon of the Council, spoke. We propose an immediate cessation of hostilities and withdrawal of all Council forces from Earth space. That's just the beginning, Reeves replied, her voice steel. Humanity will not accept developing species status. We demand full recognition as equals within the Galactic Council, with all rights and privileges thereof. Impossible, one of the other council members burst out. Your species is unpredictable, dangerously adaptive, and has now demonstrated biological warfare capabilities. Capabilities we only developed because you attacked us, Dr. Patil interjected, stepping into view. We designed Leviathan to be temporary and non-lethal, despite having the ability to create something much worse. That restraint alone proves humanity deserves a place at your table. A tense silence followed as the council members communicated among themselves through their neural links. What guarantee do we have that you won't use this Leviathan against council worlds? The Archon finally asked. Commander Reeves's expression remained unyielding. The same guarantee you give that you won't attempt to eradicate us again. Mutual assured destruction has kept peace on Earth for centuries. It can work on a galactic scale too. After another pause, the Archon nodded slowly. We will bring your demands to the full council. In the meantime, we propose an armistice and exchange of diplomatic envoys. Agreed, Reeves said, but our envoys will travel in your captured ships. Consider it a down payment on reparations. After the transmission ended, the command center erupted in cheers and relieved embraces. Humanity had not only survived an extinction-level threat, but had secured a place among the stars on their own terms. As the celebration continued around her, Commander Reeves found herself standing with Dr. Patil at the observation window, looking up at the night sky where captured council ships now orbited under human control. Do you think they'll honor the agreement? Patil asked quietly. They don't have much choice, Reeves replied. We've proven we can defend ourselves, and now we have their technology. Plus the one thing they can never take from us, Patil added with a small smile. What's that? The human spirit, Patil said. That combination of adaptability, ingenuity, and determination that's written into our very DNA. They thought our evolution made us dangerous. They were right, just not in the way they expected. As dawn broke over a forever changed Earth, humanity looked to the stars not with fear, but with newfound confidence. The Galactic Council had awakened a sleeping giant and learned a painful lesson. Humans weren't just another species to be studied, harvested, or controlled. They were humanity, resilient, adaptive, and now, undeniably, a force to be reckoned with among the stars.